Hello and welcome to the big story. You're watching CVR News Network and this is CVR English and I'm Sandeep. While the world welcomed the New Year celebrations, fireworks and festivities, the first hours of the year were also marked by tragedy in several parts of the globe. From Europe to South Asia, a series of unfortunate incidents cast a shadow over the New Year celebrations, reminding the world of nature's fury and unexpected disasters. Fires and floods disrupted lives, caused damage to property, and prompted emergency responses across the countries. We begin with the reports of the New Year mishaps from Switzerland, Afghanistan, and Netherlands, and this is the big story of the day. In Switzerland, a major fire broke out in the early hours of the New Year, sending shock waves through the local community. And blaze erupted in a residential and commercial zone, rapidly spreading due to strong winds and dry winter conditions. Firefighters were rushed to the scene and battled the flames from several hours to prevent further damage. Several buildings were evacuated as a precautionary measure and thick smoke engulfed nearby areas. While no fatalities were immediately reported, multiple people sustained injuries due to smoke inhalation. And finally, the death toll has declared as around 50. Authorities have launched an investigation to determine the cause of the fire, even as emergency teams continue to assess the structural damage.
A New Year's Eve celebration turned into Switzerland's worst tragedy in over a decade. At 1:30 a.m. on January 1st, 2026, an explosion of unknown origin ripped through the Constellation Bar and Lounge in the luxury alpine ski resort of Crans, Montana. The blast occurred in the basement of the establishment, triggering a massive fire that engulfed the building within seconds. The bar, which typically remains open until 2 a.m. and can accommodate up to 400 guests, was packed with revelers celebrating the arrival of the new year when the explosion struck. Eyewitnesses described scenes of chaos as panicked guests rushed to escape flames and smoke. Authorities confirmed multiple fatalities and dozens of injuries, though exact casualty figures have not yet been released. Emergency response was swift and massive. Multiple ambulances, fire crews and air glaciers helicopters were deployed to the scene for rescue and evacuation operations. Police spokesman Getan. The scale of the disaster has been compared by emergency officials to the 2012 CVR bus crash that killed 28 people, suggesting the death toll could be significant, though authorities have not yet confirmed specific numbers. The cause of the explosion remains unknown at this stage, with investigators not treating it as a criminal act. An accidental cause, such as a gas leak or electrical fault, has not been ruled out, but authorities say the exact origin is still being determined. Crans, Montana, nestled in the Swiss Alps approximately 2 hours from Bern, is one of Switzerland's most exclusive ski destinations, renowned for luxury tourism and vibrant nightlife. The tragedy has cast a pall over the resort, with local authorities expected to review safety measures at entertainment venues in the wake of the incident. Switzerland's federal government has declared January 1st a day of national mourning, with flags at government buildings lowered to half-mast. The Swiss Tourism Board has suspended promotional activities for the Alpine region indefinitely, citing respect for victims and their families. This disaster marks one of the deadliest incidents in Switzerland in recent memory, ending New Year celebrations.
Switzerland president has sent condolences to the families of those killed in a deadly fire at a bar in the ski resort of Crans, Montana, where dozens of people lost their lives during the New Year celebrations. In a statement released on Thursday, the president expressed sympathy for the victims and their loved ones, as well as support for those injured in the incident. Around 100 people were hurt in the fire, most of them seriously, according to Swiss officials.
A Frenchman, but for the cameras, it's okay with the light. I was stabbed like this. I think on the other side. Otherwise, on the other side. I came here on behalf of the Federal Council, on behalf of our country, Switzerland, out of respect for the families. Our thoughts are with the families who are in anguish. Some still don't know if their child has died. And some are in hospital.
in difficult situations, and we're going to do everything we can to make sure everything happens as quickly and efficiently as possible. But today, we're really thinking and praying with all those who have experienced this tragedy. I'd also like to thank all the foreign governments, especially the surrounding countries, who are showing solidarity and who are going to work with Switzerland to help take in people who are among the severely burned out of Wuhan. Now it's a question of speed, so that
qui ont également été retrouvés pour être analysés.
Solidarité intercantonale. L'hôpital du Valais est actuellement dans une extrême tension et nous réitérons le message que nous avons fait passer ce matin. Si vous voulez être utile, soyez prudents. Ne venez pas encombrer les urgences avec des situations qui peuvent être évitées.
Et là, il y a une seconde. Wesh! Regarde, ils sont en train de cramer, ils sont en train de mourir. Ils sont en train de cramer, promis.
Mourners light candles at a makeshift memorial near the site of the deadly fire at Lake Consultation Bar in the Swiss ski resort at Crans, Montana during the New Year celebration. As I have reiterated many times, 40 people were killed and over 100 injured, the police said. But frankly speaking, as we all have seen so far, the visuals in the nightclub, and later on the president has come up declaring the National Mourning Day, and also people are mourning. The New Year has become a nightmare in the Switzerland. As we all know that Switzerland is considered as one of the most beautiful country and the tourist destination. This particular fire tragedy has struck the awe in most of the tourists even. No one knows exactly who has died. Why? Because as mentioned earlier, the police has said that the samples are sent to DNA. Whether it is the tourists or the locals, yet to be known. But the candle has claimed the lives according to the eyewitness, though it is not confirmed. The police are very much keen in steady announcements. They have not come to conclusions. The candle and the champagne bottle has lit the fire and the fire spreaded. These are the statements of the eyewitness who were present in the bar in the resort, but nothing is confirmed yet. But whatever might be, 40 lives are lost on the New Year Day. This particular negligence, even if we consider candle and the champagne has spread the fire to be true, could be Possibly it might be the reason, but how can anyone lit the candle near the champagne bottle? It is a basic common sense that the liquor catches the fire. How come the candles are allowed? First of all, were the candles allowed by the administration of the bar, or the candles are brought by the tourists or the visitors of the resort? No one knows that. But as per the eyewitness, everybody is a teen to 20s. Most of the people who are died are also belong to that same age group. The point here is, does a teen doesn't know that the candle catches the fire? Every teen should be knowing this. It is a mere negligence if at all this is true. Yes, exactly. If at all this comes out to be the truth, the reason behind the fire, it is not excusable, because a teen obviously should be knowing a basic thing that the liquor catches the fire, and candle who has allowed, the administration is at stake. One has to question the admin why they have allowed the fire and the liquor nearby. This is one particular point that has to be raised, that has to be questioned to the management of the resort. And if the candle is lit by any teenager, we have to question why did he do so. Even if the admin is reckless, it is only the self negligence that has claimed the lives of 40 people, 40 innocent lives. And so, ladies and gentlemen, whoever are watching this particular show, though the admin or the management goes neglect, though they are neglect in any way, we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take care of ourselves. We have to rebuke the people if anyone is doing wrong thing. If anyone is doing wrong thing, or if the management is not taken care of certain security parameters, we have to question and we have to take care. Otherwise, we will be the victim, whosoever is the culprit.
Non si sa ancora molto, però si è sentito parlando anche con la gente, ci sono tanti italiani che
Severe weather in Afghanistan has turned deadly after flash floods triggered by the season's first heavy rains and snowfall. At least dozens of people are killed and injured. Floodwaters swept through several regions. Authorities are assessing the damage of the warning of further risks as unstable weather conditions continue to threaten vulnerable communities. Now, this is the nature's fury. Frankly speaking, nobody is at fault, but this is an unfortunate thing, not like the previous accident. Let's watch the visuals of the Afghanistan flood, where dozens of people have died. Going back to Europe, another alarming incident was reported from Amsterdam, where a historic church caught fire during the New Year celebrations. The fire reportedly started late at night, prompting a swift response from emergency services. Firefighters worked tirelessly to contain a blaze and protect the structure, which holds significant cultural and historic value. While the fire caused damage to the parts of the building, officials confirmed that the main structure was saved from collapse. No casualties were reported, but the authorities have cordoned off the area and begun a detailed inspection to assess the extent of damage. During the New Year revelries in the Netherlands, 2 people died in fire accidents, including a 38-year-old adult and a boy. Celebrity explosives caused injuries and chaos across several towns. And as mentioned earlier, simultaneously the fire destroyed historic Wandelkerk Church near Amsterdam, Wandel Park. Riots and violence against the emergency responders were also reported, leading to many arrests and stretching local police resources. As the new year begins, these incidents serve as a stark reminder that celebration and caution must go hand in hand. Emergency responders across the nation acted swiftly to minimize the loss, but the impact on the affected communities remains profound. Authorities continue rescue, relief and investigation efforts even as people hope for stability and recovery in the days ahead. Despite these early setbacks, the global community looks forward with resilience and hope, praying for safer and calmer year ahead. With the same wish, somehow, I wish you all a very happy new year once again. Stay safe throughout the year, throughout the life. Not only you, but also others' lives are in your hand. This is the big story. I am Sandeep signing off. We'll return with yet another story. Till then, keep watching CVR News English.